going to get this thing popping this morning. All right, how about that? And we're going to do it a little bit differently. Good Saturday morning, guys. Welcome to Exit Strategies Radio Show. I am your host, Corwin J. Millett, broker and owner of Exit Realty Low Country Group in beautiful North Charleston, South Carolina. If this is your first time listening to this show, guys, you are in for a treat. We know, we understand y'all out there in this public with that Rona and all this other stuff, and we all are feeling some kind of way. But today, this show is going to be a reprieve from that negativity. It is going to be a motivator for tomorrow, an inspiration for you to get on your way today. So guys, if you've been listening to us for a long time, you know very simply, our mission here is very simple. That is to empower our community through financial literacy and real estate education. Guys, we're legacy building. So when you're doing those things out there in the streets, when you're out there making moves, when you're doing things, hey, in today's age, from the comfort of your home, or maybe from the comfort of your office, guys, look here, when you're doing those things that's going to change, quote unquote, the narrative for your family, for today, and for all the tomorrows, I want you to put a hashtag on it, okay? I want you to put that hashtag that we have shared with you since the very beginning. But we also want you to add the ones that we have coupled in for 2020, because our vision should be perfected in this year, all right? So we want you to add in there, change the narrative to legacy building. We want you to add removing obstacles to both, because that is what we are going to accomplish in this year as we work continuously in 2020 to perfect vision. So look here, I'm gonna take a quick moment of liberty, if you will, at this time, because for you true believers, you all know that God is in control. Yeah, somebody just stopped right there and just in their spirit just whispered, amen. Because we know that no matter whatever is going on outside of the space that you may occupy, whatever it is that you may turn on the news or the TV and see, whatever you may witness, watch, otherwise be accosted with on social media platforms and in the general public in conversation, the reality, no matter what anyone says, our God is in control. So today we're going to talk about real estate matters, okay? Yeah, we are. Because we know that God is in control. And when we all get to that realization and most importantly, when we all have come to that acceptance and understanding, the fact of the matter is that we will yet carry on until our God calls us home. Can I get another whispered amen in the spirit right there? Because I believe profoundly that while we may be within those last days, that don't mean that we stop doing the work that God has called us to do. All right? That does not mean that just because others may be going on or there's rumors of war and there's disease and plague and there are fires and floods and all the things that our word has told us will come in those days. Our timing, our interpretation of God's timing, to be very blunt about it, does not control. Our God does. So all the calamity that befalls our world, we all should just realize and fall back and think and say, yes, God. Yeah. Yes. And continue on in the work that you have been given, that you've been charged with. Exercise that gift that you've been given, whatever that thing may be in this season, nonetheless. Because again, until God calls you home, what you supposed to do? Are you supposed to just sit, quote unquote, and wait? Are you not supposed to carry out his will while you are here? So I want you to meditate on that there this morning as we kind of think through and as we kind of work to exercise not only our belief, but most importantly, our faith. Our faith in those things that we do not yet see. Our faith in knowing that God is in control and everything will be done according to his will. So I'm a little bit out of character this morning. Yeah, just a smidgen. But I had to leave that with you for some odd reason, and I don't know why, but I had to give you that there this morning because we all need some encouragement. You guys have heard me say in recent weeks, I even much so, I think maybe in last week, may not have gotten on air, but in the conversation that was going on in studio behind the scenes that some of you guys may have watched, if we got it on our recording. But sometimes, guys, you got to just encourage yourself. And when you are lacking the ability, the mindset, the mental capacity to do so, God will bring somebody, will put somebody in your path to do just that, to encourage you along the way. That's what his word says he'll do. So I'm asking you, beseeching you, and I'm praying for you that you will all be encouraged in this time. You know, simply just saying God is in control without the belief and the action that comes or should exist afterwards, to be frank, is just mere folly. It is just mere lip service. And we all know that don't move our God and don't do a doggone thing for him. What we do know is that when you believe it, when you act in faith on it, because faith, quote unquote, you know it from the word, without works is, you know, non-existent. It is not alive. It is what? It is dead. When you don't get up and go, when you don't still do, because in your spirit and your mindset you have given up, but nonetheless you still mutter the words that God is in control, but you exercise no belief behind that. There's a quote that I keep in my email signature for those of you who've ever received an email from me. It is a quote from D.L. Moody. He was a poet, and D.L. Moody said very simply, and I'll paraphrase some parts of this, but if we pray for bread and we bring no basket in which to carry it, we prove the doubting spirit that may be the only hindrance to the gift that we ask. So I'm going to ask you on today to go beyond what you see. Yes, that's a word right there. To go beyond what you see. And I'm going to ask you to step out on what you believe. If you believe it's okay, if you believe it's going to be all right, I want you to act that way. I'm not going to encourage you to, I'm not going to encourage you to act upon what you see, to take an article and push it or spread it simply because it's there. You know, I heard one where they're going to send helicopters and have them spray and close your windows and your doors. They're going to spray disinfectant to kill the corona. We got to do better, y'all. We got to do better. So look here, guys, look here. I don't mess around and ran up on my first break trying to give y'all some inspiration and some encouragement. So we're going to take a pause right here, and we're going to come back and we're going to jump right back into this thing. Y'all hold on. This Exit Strategies, we're going to be right back. Guys, second segment, Exit Strategies Radio Show. Hey, I am your host, Colin J. Millett, broker and owner of Exit Realty Low Country Group in beautiful North Charleston, South Carolina. Hey, if this is your first time listening to the show, yep, you're in for a treat. Yeah, we say that all the time. Y'all say it with me. So y'all know this part too. Our mission, our mission is very simple. It is to empower our community through financial literacy and real estate education, guys, with legacy building over here. That's what we doing. That hashtag legacy building, hashtag changing the narrative, hashtag removing obstacles. Let's make that an everyday presence, guys, in our lives. Let's post something every day demonstrating that we are doing one of the three or all three to make sure that we create a situation that our tomorrows for our family will be better, woo, than our yesterdays. Yes, yes, yes. Let's do that. So, guys, look, first segment. Look, I took a little bit of quote unquote creative liberty, if you will, with the show, hoping and praying that we have instilled some encouragement to you in these times, to bring you back to a fundamental, because those of you who listen to this show, and many of you who listen obviously to this station, you do so for a fundamental reason, and that's because you follow the mantra, if you will, of the letters, call letters of the station, WJNI, with Jesus, nothing is impossible. You follow that mantra, and in turn, you believe and you know. So look here, let me tell you what is going on in my world. So many of you, most of you know, guys, that we sell real estate. That's what we do. Yeah. That's what we do on a day-to-day basis. So I'm going to share with you what I've spoken to my agents about here in what I would deem to be more recent times. And this segment is going to go a little bit longer, guys. To be very direct about it, it's going to go a little bit longer because let's talk about what is going on out there in the market. So this is the conversation I had with my agents this past week. And I was very clear with them and explaining to them that in times such as these, those who are of means gain more. The reason being is because while the masses are going in one direction, those who know go in another. So right now, the masses are going and running off to pandemonium and panic and chaos, and everything is on a scale that is slid downward or spiraled out of control downward. But yet and still, many are focused on being calm in this particular climate, and in turn are making gains. So my conversation again with my team this past week was very simple. There's two types of people that in this market are still going to be very present. And that is people who are first-time home buyers. So many of you listening to our show already own your home. The other segment that's going to be very active during this time period is going to be an investor. Because investors are looking at and finding opportunities continuously. But in this climate where there is a segment, rather small segment, if you will, that are going to be either slowed, operate more cautiously during this time period, that will create and provide additional room for those who are seeking to be investors in this market. It's going to give them room to acquire additional properties. So your first-time home buyers, meaning those people, well, let me phrase that. I won't leave it to be just first-time home buyers. Those who are looking to move up, maybe buying a new home, selling the previous home, those people will still be very active in our market. And the reason is very simple, guys. That is because they have a fundamental need. They're not looking to buy a vacation home. They're not looking to, otherwise have, buy a place for the kids to go off to college and things of that nature. And our market, guys, obviously, as you very well can imagine, is significantly second home and resort properties. Now, those particular buyers may be a little bit more hesitant in this particular climate to acquire new property. That's understandable. But that gap in the market will create different opportunities for those who are looking to purchase a new residence, a new personal residence. In turn, that gap in the market would also create additional opportunities for those who are looking or seeking to invest in real estate at this time. This past week, my team has already ratified several contracts. Investors, first-time home buyers. I'm very excited for some of our newer agents who, within, one in particular, under 90 days, already got the first deal in the pipeline. So these opportunities, guys, are still prevalent. And even in that particular situation that I just mentioned a moment ago, there were multiple offers still this week. So during all the panic and the chaos that's going on that you all are reading about and being told, the reality is that there is a whole nother world that exists behind all that hype that is, quote unquote, the usual business. People are still buying homes. People are still putting homes on the market to sell. Investors are still acquiring property. They're still doing renovations. They're still selling properties in this market. One of our agents, one of our team members here, actually has already completed this past week, consulted with 7 new buyers this week. 7. Another one has 4 that they consulted with this week that are all looking at this time to enter the market. They're not swayed by what is going on outside, quote unquote, the doors and by the other, quote unquote, chaos that is existing out there. They are looking at where the opportunity for them is. And while everyone is distracted by what is going on otherwise, they are taking advantage of the opportunities today. So while there may be multiple offers, there's probably a little bit less of the multiple than they are or were before. And what I mean by that is I kind of change that around a little bit. While you may run into a multiple offer situation, instead of it being 7 or 8 or more offers on the property, you may only have 2 to 3, maybe 4 people at the same time bidding on a property. Now, while it is still competitive, it is a little bit less competitive as some people are distracted in these times. So my counsel, my word to you as our loyal listeners is very simple. Don't be distracted by the hype. Whatever is relevant in your world, in your life, pay attention to that. If you have a fundamental need for housing, okay, easy, do that. Buy it. If you're an investor and you're looking for a property, okay, go find it. The reality is that we have to move forward. Very true, very plain. So just focus on and seek to operate, quote unquote, in that arena. And guys, I really, really do believe that we will be all right. So I want to talk to you for our investors or those who are seeking to become investors. I'm going to take you back and I'm going to make this rather plain, but we're setting up, internally, a few opportunities for you that may have interest in becoming an investor, or maybe you're an investor, because now we are able, through a partnership, to offer financing to our investor clients. Yeah. That was the first. You just heard that right here. Yes. So now we're able to offer financing to our investor clients, private funding, to help you acquire your first investment property. If you want more information on that, as I always say, please reach out. You can give our office a call, 843-619-3005. Again, 843-619-3005. You can also text that number as well, asking for more information. We'll contact you, set up an appointment that we can do virtually. Yes, we can do that. So if you're able to come in and meet, great. If you still want to. If you rather stay home or otherwise interact remotely via video conference, we definitely will be doing that and offering that as consultation, not only to our buyers and that are investors, but also our first-time home buyers, as well as we will be doing that and are doing that with our sellers as well. So please take an opportunity when you have a moment to take a look at and get more information. All right. So yes, you heard that here first, guys. We are now and through a partnership offering funding for our investors to acquire property. If you're looking for a property, you want to become an investor, I want to talk to you. I've been working with, and you guys heard our show last week on one of my longest investor clients. We interviewed this past week, had a blast. Thank you so much to Pastor and Elder Evans, who in turn was on our show this past week. So we want to make sure that you guys understand that our market is still right with opportunity. We've released a number of products and services over the past couple of weeks or few weeks in order to, and we've been working behind the scenes for several weeks to get these all in play. But we're removing obstacles, guys. We put in play, if you're a first-time home buyer or even a move-up buyer, selling a home and moving up, guys, we can get you down payment assistance. Go to our website, that's NO, downpaymentsc.com. Again, no downpaymentsc.com. You've heard the commercials. Take a look, take a listen, go check out, get more information, what you may qualify for and what you otherwise may be able to do. It is imperative, important, if you will, that you guys reach out and get this information. Now, I need you to stay tuned because we got another announcement that will be coming within the next week, perhaps two, of another service that we are now incorporated into our business so we can assist those who may have challenging situations and otherwise need some help in trying to sort and get out of them. So you all know the drill and the routine, guys. We have credit repair. Yes, we have that in-house. We have a heroes program. So if you are our service members, our local heroes, we have a program for you to offer you guys rebates or give you guys rebates for what you do. And our first responders now, guys, hats off, tilted brim to you because you guys are working so hard. You're on the front lines. The healthcare workers, our school teachers are going through right now. So, we have that program as well. And I want you to stay tuned because I'm working on an announcement to be very direct about it, to expand our program to include civil service workers and others that are not automatically included in our program in order to help those who really work diligently within our community to help others. So guys, look, it's time for that second break. You know how we do what we do and when we do it. So look here, y'all, please hold tight. You listen to Exit Strategies. We'll be right back. All right. Final segment, Exit Strategies Radio Show. I'm your host, Cole and J. Millett, broker and owner of Exit Realty Low Country Group in beautiful North Charleston, South Carolina. So, hey, look, we have an awesome opportunity right here in front of you. So, very simply put, guys, you know what our mission here, what we seek to accomplish, most importantly, what we've been doing to quote unquote change the narrative, and most importantly, for what some of the content was in our second segment, to remove obstacles. So if you're looking to make a purchase, whether you're an investor or looking to purchase a home, if you're looking to sell a home, we have a plethora of programs now in-house to help you do what you're looking to do. Credit repair, if you're looking to buy, you have credit challenges, we have a program for that. If you are looking to get down payment assistance to make your home purchase, whether you're buying your first or second home, moving up, we have a program for that. If you are, a local hero and you just want to be appreciated in your process, we have a program for that to give you a rebate. If you're an investor or a newbie or seeking to be or become an investor, we now have a program to offer you funding for your investment deals. Yes, we've done all of that. Yes, we really have. Hey, the other thing if you're looking to get into real estate, we have a school. So I want you to stay tuned because I'm looking for new agents. I need more help for all these opportunities that we've put on the table. So I want you to stay tuned because we are going to do something extra special for those of you who are looking to get into the business, those who are serious about it. We're going to help offset your expense in order to help get you started. But we need your commitment. So stay tuned for that as well. So guys, look, as I always say, Exit Strategies is my baby. It's how I give back. It's how I encourage our community. It's how we seek to be not only just quote unquote of relevance, but how we seek to change the narrative within our community. We have a tremendous opportunity in these times. We have the ability, most importantly, we have our God to oversee all. All we have to do is believe. All we have to do outside of that in our faith is act. So I beseech each and every one of you guys to, in this time while others are practicing social distancing, I beseech you to not make yourself unavailable. Because see, there's a thing that I always say to people, that I am always accessible, but I may not be available. So I'm gonna beseech you in these times, guys, to be available to those who are in need, to those who may be in need of encouragement, to those who may need some help. But most importantly, I'm gonna beseech you to love and care about one another. Guys, as I always say to you, we're gonna see you out there in them streets. Love you. Talk to you next week. So guys, hey, you got the layer. I love it. So thank you so much for tuning in. You guys rock, as I always say. You are loyal listeners, and it is always a pleasure to be able to bring to you, quote unquote, this show on a weekly basis. As I've charged you in closing, I am yet going to fire you up again. And I'm going to say to you to do something that you otherwise would not have done, something that you normally would have not taken the opportunity to complete. Invest in yourself, invest in others, and I promise you that the return will be beyond your imagination. I know that that is something that I always seek to do. And in turn, I'm going to encourage you in the same. I love you, and we'll see you next time.